What's going on, guys? My name is Garrett here on the Jobless Gamers channel, and I'm with Mr. Boss for the win.
Hello.
And DatSaintsFan.
What's up?
Today we're doing our weekly podcast, which is called our Squadcast, which we release every single Saturday discussing some of the GTA 5, GTA Online, and other gaming news. And today's topics include DLC pack, what is it, the new islands as DLC, Squeak Pipe, and then we'll just free ball at the end because this week has been a very, very slow week in GTA 5 and GTA Online. And with that said, if you guys can, make sure we go for how many likes, guys? Let's set a goal this episode.
1,337. Leet.
1,337 sounds like a good idea to me. And this is episode what?
23.
23, yeah.
And
we're 23 episodes in.
So are we actually? I know you said Saturday. Are we actually uploading this on Saturday, or because I might upload this on Sunday?
This might be the Sunday edition of the Squadcast.
Yeah,
but that's okay.
A little confliction there.
And
but,
before we start, we actually have a subreddit. So
so actually, one of you guys made a subreddit. So if you guys browse Reddit a lot, we'll leave a link in the description. You go check it out, and you guys can discuss. Some stuff there will pop in every now and then.
Yeah, it's a great place to discuss topics, what you want us to talk about, recommendations for what we can do to make the Squadcast better, all that good stuff. So check it out.
Big thank you to the person that made it. And let's jump into the first topic, DLC pack. What is it? Now, as you guys know, we used to have a very reliable method to finding out.
Well, we still do. It's just Rockstar has caught on. And
yeah, but it's not as good.
It's still reliable because everything that's come from this place has been true.
No, it's still reliable, but it's not as good as it used to be because now they're just
not
covering
as
the names.
informative.
Yeah, they're covering up the names.
They got smart so fast. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, they got smart. So, but I'm wondering when it's actually going to when they're gonna have to switch that to make it like the actual name. I'm wondering if maybe if say it comes out Tuesday, if Monday they have to put the real name and the real description and stuff. So maybe we'll get a hint a little bit early. I don't know, but
I don't know how that's gonna work.
Yeah, but yeah. So basically, if you guys don't know, the DLC pack, I think me and Ross kind of covered it. I'm not sure about Garrett. Yeah. But this reliable source. This was also the source that found out that
Independence
the
Day
hipster
DLC.
and the Independence Day update were coming out a week or so before Rockstar even announced it. And this one now we have one, instead of saying the pilot school update or something, it just says, or whatever the DLC may be,
it just says DLC pack.
And it says, please download this DLC pack or something
I think
like that is the description.
I think they got smarter because it's when the hipster DLC came out, it was this is the hipster DLC and this is everything that's in there.
Description. Yeah.
And then when the Independence Day DLC came out, it was just I think it was one day, it was just the Independence Day DLC. And then 4 days later, the description came. Now we don't have anything.
The description for the Independence Day, it said, or one of them, it said, please download this DLC. So it's progressively getting worse.
Yeah.
What if that DLC pack just includes the pilot school or some kind of DLC, and then it also just has a bunch of apartments and it's an actual pack.
What somebody kind of said. I mean, now granted, listen, DLC pack, that just could be a name they just put there, but why? Maybe the word pack has something meaning behind it. Maybe it's this a giant DLC that if they're calling it a DLC pack, I don't know. That's what somebody kind of suggested. Thought it was kind of interesting just to think about.
A multi-pack DLC?
Well, just bigger than just a normal DLC. I don't know.
So something more than just
the
two
big
guns, cars.
Yeah.
Man.
And if it is the pilot school update, which Rockstar did say that was coming to single player. I don't remember how long ago, but I know they did say that in one of the news wires.
You mentioned single player. What if there's one for single player and GTA Online? That's why it's called a pack.
Yeah. Well, dude, I
Something
don't know,
like that.
because yeah, that could be true.
Yeah,
that could definitely be true. Now bringing up that, because they did say the pilot school update or DLC is going to be just for single player. So I'm wondering, and this I think would make a lot of people mad, is if this was a pilot school update and it released, these awesome, the Hydra, the Hunter, all these other awesome military planes, but they were only in single player.
Ooh.
What if it was paid too? Oh my goodness.
I don't know, unless there's a story behind it. I don't think, if it's just cars, I think Rockstar give those for free, but I think there's like a story behind it. I think they'll make us pay for it. Maybe there is a story behind it. You know, we don't know obviously until Tuesday or whenever it comes out. But
Yeah, so do you guys believe that's coming out next week? I honestly hope it's next week. Like, I'm really, like, hoping
it makes
it's
sense.
next week.
I mean,
well,
like,
it makes sense because it's been a month and a couple of days since the last DLC. 1, 2, this source hasn't been wrong yet, so you know I'm not gonna really, you know, Rockstar, they have to do. You know how we find stuff that they have to do that. In order
that's
for
the
DLC
only
to
way
come
they
out.
can get it on the console. That's the only
Yeah.
way.
So like, it's not something that somebody just made up. Like this is an actual thing, and you know from the last ones, like we said, it's been about a week before it actually comes out. So that's why, it definitely makes sense.
yeah, it would have been over a month, correct? Because it came out what, like July 2nd, the Independence Day.
July 1st, yeah.
July 1st. Yeah, I knew it was something like that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's been a little over a month now.
yeah, it makes sense. I mean, like the timeline is there.
Yeah, and I know I remember it was last week, before last Tuesday, there was a bunch of modders, leakers, whatever you want to call them. I don't know. They were talking about how they found, was it the pilot school or some sort of coding in the game, not through the way that we found it, but this is another way. And that they were saying how it was going to be coming out last Tuesday. That wasn't, because a lot of people were kind of confused. Like when I made my video, oh, you're just saying that again. You said last week it would come out. Well, you know, last week that wasn't the kind of official thing. That was just people sort of hinting, finding some clues.
Yep.
But this one definitely leads us to believe it's
This
coming out
is the
Tuesday.
real deal.
But another interesting thing that, like, we're just assuming, I guess, that this is the pilot school. What if it's not? Like, what other DLC could it be?
Casino, zombies on a stretching heist. I don't know.
Yeah, let us know in the comments section. It's not heist, I can tell you
Yeah,
that for sure.
I don't think it's heist.
Let us know in the comments. What do you think? What do you think DLC it will be? But that's the interesting part, because the zombie thing, that I don't think that they would just release that like without announcing it, because it's Saturday or Sunday whenever you're watching this, and if it does come out Tuesday, there's been no mention of a DLC. I think if it was a zombie or a casino or one of those big ones, you would assume that they would have talked about it at least, right?
They never talk about anything, man.
I know, that's what, it's so confusing, because like they'll talk about it like months before it actually happens, and they'll just pop up out of nowhere.
It's like, surprise, we got it. Hello. Here's
It's
the
just-
DLC.
I don't know. You would think though, because like not everybody watches YouTube or goes on Twitter or views all these websites. Like there's people who just get on GTA and just play it.
Yeah.
Like, or they go to the newswire.
I bet there's
and
hundreds
just
of
read that.
thousands of people
Yeah.
that don't even check anything. They just get on and play.
Or well, if they get on and play, that's fine. But most people probably just check the newswire. Cause like, all right, well, look, Rockstar, they're the official guys. Bam. If it's not there, nothing's coming out. So if they don't think anything's coming out, then that's potentially people that Rockstar is not playing their game. So
I think
I don't know, man.
they play the card that, after heists come out, a huge wave of people will come back to the game. And like, I think everyone knows that. Like right when heists are released, anyone that stopped playing is
I
gonna
don't
come
know,
back.
man. Maybe for like a week, but
Yeah, I mean, well, guaranteed they'll come back. I mean, that's with every DLC though. People always come back
that's true. That's true.
to play it. Like the Independence Day
Well,
DLC.
they come back for like a week or two, and then they go back to doing every other game, and then come back for a week or two, give me all the DLC, or give me all the cars, give me all the guns, bam, bam, bam. All right, time to get off, and so yeah, that's.
But there are those players that don't even get on at all. That don't even have the money to afford these things. That I feel like it sort of sucks because at some point, Rockstar is rewarding the people that use buy cash cards or shark cards, and then also reward people that play a lot. And then those players that the casual players that can't afford these expensive items, they're sort of stuck because they only have one alternate way of getting those items is either a shark card. So it's through a shark card. So I don't know. It's a very weird subject knowing that like it's like imagine if you were broke in GT Online and in real life that you didn't have enough money to buy a shark card and you didn't have
Yeah.
time to farm, money.
You're screwed.
Yeah, you can't get any.
Yeah.
Well, the
well, I
missions
mean-
suck. There's no way to get money.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. That's true.
I mean, you would have to.
I mean,
it's possible
yeah.
to get money, like you can, but you have to sit there and grind out money. So
That is the one part that sucks about GTA, but at the end of the day, like you can't really do anything. That's what sucks. It's up to Rockstar, and unfortunately, Rockstar, like, look, they would need money to survive as like a company, and everybody says, "Oh, they made $1 billion," but look, like they still have to do stuff and pay for things, and like people don't realize the cost. And I get it, they need money, but they got to make a balance, man. Like they need a balance between wanting to make money and like satisfying people that play the game.
and I think when I had spoken to some of the Rockstar guys, like they always do tweaks and always balance the game so that all jobs are like their ideology behind jobs is that all jobs should be created equal. Like that's what it came off to me as. Like that's why they nerf Rooftop Rumble. That's why they nerf Coveted, because like sometimes it's just too easy to make money off those jobs for the amount of time it takes or for the difficulty.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, that's why. Well, I don't know. Rooftop Rumble, you have to be like level 80.
That's what I was about to
maybe-
say. It's like you have to unlock those.
What they should do is have like a complete revamp of the whole level system for missions. Like instead of making Rooftop Rumble level 80, make it like level 250. I know it's super high. I know that, but that's just the extreme. Like make them, because after level 120, which I guarantee you a lot of people are there right now, there's nothing to do. Like put some more missions in the game. Like look, have Rooftop Rumble the way it is now, all nerfed and everything. Make a new mission that'll pay out, let's just say $50,000, but it takes say 10, 15 minutes. But you have to be like level 150 or something like that. Give us some options here, because making all like what's the point of making a mission that's opens up at level 8 the same as the one that opens up at level 80?
Yeah.
That's
I mean,
that's the
I
only issue
think-
there.
Is Rooftop Rumble possible? I guess it doesn't
No,
really
it
matter
sucks
what
now.
gun you
Rooftop
use.
Rumble sucks now. It's so hard.
No, I'm just saying like
Still the best one though.
yeah,
Or
it's-
more or less. It's because it still pays the most, and RP wise, I think the way you do it sucks, but for RP and money, I think it's still one of the top.
Oh, it's still the best, or like top 3, but it's very much more difficult. So
Yeah.
Well, it's definitely just like I forgot which one it was called. Like something, like where before you could like throw a sticky bomb on your car and just blow up everything, like blow
Yeah.
up the mission object, or even just like Rooftop Rumble, you could blow up the documents, like that. Those were the days, man. Like that was like
Right? Oh man, I remember back. That was like the first week of the game coming out. You hopped over the wall and you
Yeah,
were
just-
shooting like grenade launchers in
Yeah.
there.
done.
Oh
Boom.
man, good times. Finish
And
that.
then
in 10 seconds.
and then you could hit the replay button.
The replay button. That's
do it.
another thing I don't get why they took it. I mean, I guess it makes sense, but really.
Dude, that replay button functionality was like the best thing because, like, you don't have to go all the way back to the lobby, get people all over again. Like, you literally just hit the right trigger. It was the right trigger, right?
Yeah,
select
And-
button.
it was
or-
one of the.
yeah, one
They
of the
changed
two.
the buttons like 5 times. It seems like.
Or you would do that, and it was just like, yeah, we did it. Done. And then you just replay. Just rinse and repeat. And it saves so much time for players that were farming.
and I
legit.
think because farming, whether GTA Online, whether Rockstar sees it as it or not, it's definitely similar to like an RPG type of game where there is farming. Like in every like Borderlands, that's a good example. There's farming all the time in there, and if they would kind of embrace the farming aspect, it would make it a lot better. And because I think if they didn't take out the replay button, it would make people who are farming, it would make it kind of a lot more fun, because it wouldn't make it as tedious as, okay, let me go back into the lobby, let me hit start, let me hit up, let me hit down, bam, okay, A, okay, now we had to load again, Instead of this long process, you just bam, get into the mission again, bam, bam, bam. And I think players would rather do that, and it would make them actually want to do that stuff.
Yeah.
But hey, I don't know. I'm just a guy talking. So
Yeah, we're just guys
up
that
to
don't know anything
Rockstar.
about the game. I think honestly, like the farming aspect is normal for every game, and I know Rockstar probably knows this because they're not dumb.
But it
But
looks they look down on it. That's what sucks.
I just think that they want players to enjoy the full aspect of the game instead of just sticking to one mission, farming that. I honestly think that's what it is.
Yeah, I mean, true that. I can understand them wanting players to do other missions, but
Mhm.
there needs to be incentive to do other missions. They need to be the missions were they could be a lot better. Let's just leave it at that.
That's an
They could have
understatement.
been made a ton better, so these problems wouldn't be there.
But
You know,
heist though,
but heist though,
Oh my
heist
gosh.
casino though.
dude, if the casino comes out, okay. So we went to the arcade last night. This is gonna be really off topic.
The arcade.
Yeah, I went to the arcade like to hang out with all the guys last night, like because I just moved from Washington. You guys know that, but
Yep.
and I sat down and I played like some virtual poker, and for some reason I was like, God, this would be so cool if it was in GTA 5.
Dude, I know.
I'm such a loser, dude. I go to the arcade, I'm thinking of GTA 5, but literally like if there was like an arcade system within GTA 5, like games within a game, that would be so cool, man. Like it would just,
Dude,
I,
I said that in I think it was in my one of my videos. I forget which one. I was like, how cool would it be? Now obviously it's be for like next gen stuff, but like because you always talk about your apartments and
Yeah, I'm like
how
the biggest advocate of these stupid apartments that honestly
yeah.
suck dick. But like if they had
No,
cool
no,
things
no.
in them,
But
like
like
ping
what I was
pong.
saying is if you had to pay, let's just say $50,000 to put an arcade machine in your place or a poker or whatever, I don't know, just a bunch of mini games stuff
We'll do it.
in your apartment, dude, that'd be so cool. Somebody even said like what if they had like GTA 1 on the arcade and you were like playing it, you were playing GTA 1 in GTA 5 and like that'd be
That'd be
crazy.
so cool. I think
But
I think anything's possible though, man. Like honestly,
dude, PC for sure, man. Like somebody's definitely modding this stuff in, man. But that was just it's just funny because it's like people want to play GTA 1 and GTA 5.
it's
Oh
a
yeah,
dream. It's a dream.
yeah.
And
But
that's all we can do, man. Like we can only hope for the best for GTA 5 because literally all us as YouTubers, we literally just like hope for the best. We really hope that Rockstar does their job well, that keeps this game alive forever. Because GTA Online is their baby. Like this is the thing that's supposed to take them far. You know, like this is what they plan on updating for a very very long time, and this is where like most of their money will be coming in to support other games they might release. So hopefully Rockstar, I know they know this. They have to know this because it's a business, but like I really just want really big DLCs. And maybe I'm just being impatient right now, but I just want something like just massive,
sure.
like boom, like yes, we have like a month's worth of stuff to do. And then the
Yeah.
next month, another month of stuff. Cause like the Independence Day DLC stuff, it was cool. Not gonna lie. It took its toll, it lasted for maybe like a week or two on fun levels. But I want something that's gonna be like huge. And I think we just have to wait for that type of content.
See, here's the thing, and you brought up a good point there. With like GTA Online, it's such a different game, different multiplayer game than we're kind of used to. Because, the big ones, let's just Call of Duty, for example, there's a new one every year, you switch to the new one. Most of the other ones, like, you switch to the next one every year or so.
Yep.
And GTA, when GTA 4 came out? Like 64, 5, something like that, years
2007,
ago. Yeah, exactly. Like
A long
so long
freaking
ago.
time, yeah.
So there's a good amount of years in between GTA games. So for sure, GTA Online, Rockstar wants it to last to GTA 6 whenever that comes out, and that's what's kind of exciting because Rockstar, if they want it to last, they definitely, like Gary just said, they have to put the big stuff. Like we've had this small stuff that only it only lasts for a
It
couple of
holds
days.
us off. Yeah. Like
Yeah.
this type of content just like keeps the
They're like
crowd.
keeping us alive. They're
Yeah.
like giving us the littlest amount, so we don't like just give up.
It keeps players from rioting.
Exactly
Like,
right.
because I think if let's say they didn't release a DLC every month, I think how dead would GTA Online be?
It
Do you
would
think?
suck.
What would you do?
There'd be nothing
just
to
drive
do.
around in an adder. Like yeah, dude, that's yeah. And I think Rockstar knows that. Like they need to do that because people get bored so quickly. So I don't know, man. But that's why I'm really excited about the whole PC part. And from what I've read, well, the one good thing about whole next gen stuff is that so Take-Two they had a like a conference call this week, and they talked about their earnings and all this stuff. And basically, the I guess like the message that most people took away from it is that there's like no way that they're pushing this back into 2015. Like there's no way. It's not possible for Rockstar to
People
say,
would
okay,
die.
it's not actually coming out.
People would literally
Because
die.
even like they're expecting I think it was 40% of their money from Rockstar by the end of this year. And that's not going to happen if that doesn't come out. So like it needs to come out before December. And the other part is that we're in August and then September. Those two are the last 2 months in the second quarter, and they only predicted 95 to 110 million dollars for the second quarter. And obviously, if GTA sold 800 million when it first came out on day one, so there's no way only 1/8 of that amount of people are gonna buy the next gen on PC, Xbox One, whatever. So that's why a lot of people are saying either October or November, because nobody releases games in December. So that's the good news. We only have
Unless you're Rockstar. You never know.
Rockstar, they release them on Christmas for all, like really.
Dude, Rockstar does whatever the hell they want.
But I think the two dates are what? One of them's November 14th.
Mm-hmm.
Although it's interesting, that's a Friday. So
Yeah, but that was the European release date, and European games are released on Fridays.
True. That's right.
So what is
Forgot
it, like,
about that.
So it'd be November 11th.
11th, yeah.
Yeah.
The 12th.
Isn't that when Call of Duty comes out? Oh
no,
my
it comes
God,
out on the
Call of
4th.
Duty.
No, Call of Duty
Oh,
comes
I
out
was
on
gonna
the
say
4th.
Call of Duty versus GTA. That'd be crazy. Because it's either November 11th or October 28th. Because that's what like I'm still sticking with October 28th.
That's the day
date
the new
Amazon
Assassin's Creed comes out too.
Yeah, well, no, that's the day Amazon had like right after it was announced at E3. So, but another thing, like I wonder because Take-Two, they had Evolve. So
Evolve got delayed.
They pushed it back.
Yeah, they delayed
But
it.
I wonder if like they pushed it back because they don't want it to compete with GTA.
That'd be a good theory. That's a good theory.
It's possible because
dude, if it was
Evolve's
coming out in October, I think, right?
Yes, because Evolve
They
is going
have
to be
4
2K's
games.
home run game this fall.
Well, because they have Borderlands, NBA, possibly GTA, and then Evolve coming out all in October. So they're like, all right, let's move one back. You know, that's probably what they did with that. So
I think they did that on purpose too.
Consideration, yeah.
I mean,
sure.
they'll never
yeah,
announce. They'll never announce GTA 5 is more important than Evolve, but I mean that's what it is.
Yeah, right. Like,
that's definitely what it
biggest
is.
game of all time.
Yeah.
we still love Evolve though.
It's just not Grand Theft Auto 5.
Yeah, that's definitely the
Then
case.
again, nothing is really. So in terms of numbers.
Right.
But with all the DLC talk, do you guys want to talk about the new islands as DLCs? Like,
yes.
the possibility. So let's
this was just
go into that, Ross.
Yeah, it was just like a concept. It was a concept on Reddit.
Beautiful concept.
Yeah, it's whoever drew these
No,
maps.
it wasn't on Reddit. It was on
GTA forums.
This was GTA forums. Yeah, this dude made it ages ago. It was funny.
I
made
saw
my
it on
video
Reddit.
on Monday. Yeah, it was funny because they always talk about like YouTubers stealing stuff from all these websites. Well, look, I made that video on Monday. Tuesday, it was on Reddit. I wonder why.
But
Famous,
essentially, it's I think this has to do with the city stories theory and the fact that GTA Online is going to be expanding into what hopefully is multiple cities and moving out from Los Santos. And essentially, the two cities that they brought up were San Fierro, which is San Francisco, and Las Venturas, which is Las Vegas. And those were also the two cities that were playable in Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. And it would seem likely that if they were to add 2 new cities into the game, they would be the 2 closest to Los Angeles in the real world, being San Francisco and Las Vegas.
I honestly think it's such a possibility. Someone had asked me the other day on my Q&A, like, hey, what do you think of the possibility of using the airport as more of an actual airport where you just go and you know how like in the beginning of the online you fly in?
Yeah.
Like if you did that but you flew to another like city.
No. I don't. That's not. GTA is about everything being open. So like, why would they make you sit through a loading screen to go to another city? I don't think they would do that. That's the only thing.
Would
you know?
you swim there?
They make a bridge.
Swim to
They
Las
can make a
Vegas.
bridge. Yeah, you can make a bridge. Like, we're not. I know they're like hours apart, but come on, it's GTA. Do whatever. Just they'll make a Golden Gate Bridge to San Fierro, and for Las Venturas, I don't know.
One giant ass Golden Gate Bridge to San Fierro.
Yeah, that's a really big bridge, bruh.
They listen. They don't need to make it that big. It just needs to be there. But like,
I can see that working. I mean, just anything to get us to a new city.
Yeah,
well,
let's just connect it. Boom.
Yeah, right. Well, no, because that's the one thing. GTA 5 was the first GTA ever to have the map, the entire map, open from the start of the game.
Yep.
Every other GTA, you can't go. Well, I mean, you can go, but you'll get stars on you.
Yeah,
you have to progress with the story to unlock the other islands. And the guy who made this map, which by the way, the map is actually just GTA's map. Los Santos, just like configured in really weird ways. So if you ever see the map, just you can notice that. But it would make sense is instead of going through the story to unlock these other maps, you go through DLCs. And those two maps would be because they normally only release 2 DLCs per game, so it would be perfect. Because it would cater to the people who want more or newer islands and stuff. Plus, you get the story mode part of it.
Yeah, but you're saying like they only release 2 DLCs per game, but this is not a game.
Well, I mean story mode DLCs.
Oh, okay. Because I was like, man, GTA Online isn't like a normal game.
I'm not GTA Online. That's a separate entity. I'm talking about just story mode. Like,
oh, okay. Yeah, that'd be legit if they did that like that, where they had the 2 islands and then each of those 2 islands played a role into the new story. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd blow my mind.
Yeah, and I don't know if it'd be like another protagonist, or if you just be the same people, or whatever. But I'm sure they could figure that stuff out. But like it'd be really awesome, because then they actually could have like a Golden Gate Bridge somewhere on the left hand side of the map that connects, and then to get to Las Venturas, I don't know, maybe they
Maybe you just drive through the desert. That's what the connection between Las Vegas and Los Angeles is. Giant desert.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. They just add a desert. Maybe they put like, I say border patrol, but like I don't know why they do that. But that'd be funny. Just
like a ramp. Jump the fence and get to Las Venturas. Something.
Nah, dude, 'cause there's so many possibilities. No, actually, well, with Las Venturas, there's a lot of possibilities. I don't really know much about San Fierro and like what was kind of in that in San Andreas, but dude, Las Venturas, man, that's kind of close to Area 51 in real life, sort of, not really, but sort of, kind of,
it's in the
same
desert
area, geographical map, right? And it would make totally sense that, remember, what was it, a couple months ago, they had that Hangar 13 thing, was it that?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that
13.
thing, that comes back and
feel
it's
like-
somewhere in the desert.
I feel like we've covered so much stuff. Like we've covered so much in the past few months of things that we
fits
haven't
together,
seen,
though.
like things that
It
we
all
haven't
fits
seen
together.
yet.
That's the only thing.
I can't wait till like a few months down the line where all the stuff we've covered a few months ago like all come out and it's like
When it
all
happens,
like yeah,
dude.
it's like
Yeah.
yeah, we talked about this earlier. Yeah, it'll be really
It
exciting.
happened
We're the
before
best.
Because what?
Yeah, we the best. DJ Khaled.
We came. What was it? What was the freaking
Independence Day
Independence
DLC.
Day one? Yeah,
Independence Day.
we talked about that,
We talked about that in like
6 months ago.
January.
Yeah.
Yep. Because we were like, oh, that was so funny. We're like, man, what we could have like is like grenades that come out of like
Easter egg bunny grenades.
yeah,
Like,
Easter egg.
Yeah.
All this random stuff.
Yeah.
We were actually right with the Independence Day DLC where we were talking about like the clothes. It was like patriotic clothes and stuff.
Yeah, dude.
And that
Yeah,
stuff came
so-
out. Or like, yeah, I mean, we did a pretty good job, I think.
Saying that we don't know what we're talking about. We know what we're talking about.
Yeah, we
right?
know we're talking. The squad, what hashtag? But let's jump into the last section of this Squadcast, which is gonna be the speak pipe. We have what do we like? Oh, 1 or 2 questions that are.
Yeah, we have a couple questions.
Okay.
So basically, as always, if you don't follow us on Twitter, go follow us on Twitter. And usually this one was a little bit different, but usually about an hour or so before we record these, I tweet out a link that you can send us a voicemail message, and you might be on the podcast.
It's basically your way to be a part of the Squadcast
Yeah,
every.
because we're not doing them live, so instead of like having live callers, this is close enough. So the first question here from Kevin. Let's go ahead and play this.
Yo, what's up, Austin, Garrett, and Ross? If I said Ross, whatever your name is, just quick question. Do you guys think with the next gen coming or anything like that, they will ever add in, the big Boeing jets that are in the single player. We've clearly seen with all the modders and such that, that is actually possible with the current gen. But do you think they might add that into GTA Online for the next gen with the PS3 and PS4, Xbox One, and PC? All right, thank you. I love videos. Keep up the work, and see you guys.
So,
All right, there.
So I actually just read something on this. It's it's on GTA Wiki, and I was just looking at like the things that were supposed to be added to Next Generation, and they said that you would see commercial jets flying around in single player. So on the Next Generation. So I don't know if that's like the Boeings or.
Yeah,
Well, they already fly around in single player, don't they?
Yeah, but I'm talking about not when you're near the airport, or not when you're away from the airport.
True.
You see them
you don't
land
see them,
at
like, actually in the air.
Yeah, you just see them
true.
like coming into land. So
land and stuff. Yeah.
right. So like if you look up like right now, you might see a plane in the sky. You don't see that in GTA. So that's I think that would be cool. I mean, like that's just like.
Yeah, just another thing to add. But thanks for the question, Kevin. But I think honestly, like them adding it to GTA Online might be a serious possibility. But it's
I don't
so
know why it's
big.
not there, though.
Those planes are huge.
They're freaking huge,
Right,
Austin.
yeah, they're huge. Okay, I get that part. Whatever.
They might cause lag for some players because they're so big and like imagine if there's 16 big huge planes all crashing at once. GG, the server's gonna crash because your Xbox.
Maybe it's like the Titan where it only spawns like in one spot.
Yeah, but even the Titan's not even close to how big those are.
Yeah, but
Those things are like 3 Titans.
One. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's big.
But I mean, they're so fun to drive. I
mean, when we have those modded lobbies or the modded games, I guess they were really cool. I mean, they were really cool to fly around, but like I can't imagine like more than 8 people in one
I even
lobby.
wonder why the regular Boeings they're not like we can't get in those in online. It's kind of odd.
Yeah.
I mean, they're just normal planes.
Maybe the pilot DLC that's coming out the next few weeks will have that.
They'll unlock them. You never know. Man.
It's possible because like that's what games like to do. Like an example, I'm gonna use Watch Dogs as a reference. Watch Dogs, you can't jump and you can't swim underwater. Watch, and the next Watch Dogs 2 will have the ability to jump and fly vehicles in the air or fly planes and stuff. Like that's just like things that they add. Like it's just like, oh yeah, we didn't have this in the last one. So like every DLC they always add something they didn't have. And we know what single player came with, and maybe they're just slowly adding things in. Like all those cars that they added because we didn't have them in online, they added those to the San Andreas autos or Super Autos.
Yeah, for sure they're doing that. I mean, there's a bunch of cut content that every game does this. They take out content so they have stuff down the line. There's a bunch. I watched a thing yesterday where somebody was talking about in the first GTA Online trailer, like a bunch of characters in it, they had clothes that we don't have in online. And, obviously they're saving this stuff for DLCs down the line because they don't want to just give everything away at the beginning because then you get bored of it, So, yeah, I mean, I get that, but, man, I want to drive those planes. I want to drive something other than a Titan, man. I'm getting bored of it.
Well, don't worry,
Plus, now we can't even open the back, dude. Oh, man, I don't know why Rockstar passed that. That's kind of...
soon.
But
so we have another question from the Speak Pipe.
yes, we do. So Martin here, his question. There we go. If it loads.
Hey squad, it's Martin here, and I'd like to know your opinions on heists. 'Cause personally, I'm not I really don't care about heists anymore. They've been delayed far too much, and I really not bothered with them anymore, and I'd just like to hear your guys' opinions on what you think of heists now, and if you're even bothered or even if you're annoyed that they haven't came out yet, or any possible release dates that they may come out. So thanks.
Big question.
Yeah.
I definitely think is his name Martin, like Martin Madrazo.
Martin Madrazo.
Okay, perfect. Martin.
It's his son.
Yes.
Yeah.
It sounds like him. You're not in the minority with the annoyance of the fact that heists have not come out. Am I still excited for them? Yes. But my expectations have gone down because I'm not going to set myself up to be really let down by something like this.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's what you got to do. I mean, look, I can tell you from firsthand experience for Call of Duties, man, you always get pumped up and then the game sucks. So
that's just like Watch Dogs.
Keep your expectations low.
Yep.
And if they don't, meet your expectations, then look, you don't lose anything. All right, well, I don't care. But if they are amazing, then you're like, oh my god, these things are amazing. So that's the best advice I can.
Yeah, so like
I can
low
really give.
low expectations equals, I think, high results or something like that. Like you just get more excited for it once it does come out. It's like that's what I always do when I go to parties. It's like, God, this party's gonna suck, the worst party ever, and then I leave like that was the best party ever. So that's what I do
You're
with
also
deals.
on like the 8th drink by then,
Yeah.
so you not really know what you're talking about.
Whatever, man. Anyways, I think that's the same thing with heists. Like, I'm still excited for them because it's something that I know will hopefully be like the milestone that we needed for GTA Online. It's just like, wow, it's finally out. But if it sucks, which I highly doubt it will, it is what it is. I mean, it's gonna really be damaging to Rockstar, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm. For sure, dude.
Yeah.
Well,
So
I think we're
with
coming to an end here.
yeah, with all that said, this has been Squadcast episode 23.
If you've made it this far, write watermelon in the comment section.
Watermelon.
There we go.
Watermelon.
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 Oh,
So yeah, guys, make sure you guys do drop a like. Follow us on all our social medias, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Everything can be found down in the description. Check out everyone's channel. Myself, JoblessGamers, Mr. Boss of the Win, and DatSaintsFan. Every single Squadcast. If you guys have any YouTuber you want us to bring on board for the next Squadcast, make sure you type their name down below. And we'll see you guys next time for episode 24 every single Saturday. And today was Sunday.
And Sunday.
So, yeah. Later, guys.
All right, see ya.
Peace out.